I just spent the last 8 months road tripping through all of West Africa using only public transportation, and here's what I thought of each country. Mauritania, this country felt like stepping into another world. From drinking fresh camel milk to seeing mud mosques for the first time, and a crazy 20-hour Sahara journey on the iron ore train. A truly unique experience and completely different than the rest of West Africa. Senegal, it was incredibly diverse. I visited St. Louis and Ziguinchor, but Dakar was the highlight. A beautiful city with stunning mosques, the fitness culture was really strong, and the history runs deep, especially Gori Island and the African Renaissance Monument. The downside, Dakar felt very expensive, probably the priciest place I visited in West Africa. Gambia, known as the smiling coast of Africa, this country is all about beautiful beaches and a laid-back atmosphere. The people were also very warm, and honestly, there's nothing bad to say about the Gambia. Guinea-Bissau, they had probably the worst roads I've ever seen in the world, but the capital, Bissau, felt like the chillest capital city in West Africa. If you're visiting, be ready for mini breakdowns. The roads are no joke. As a former Portuguese colony, I found myself eating way too many pastel de natas. It's a tough country to travel, mainly because of the infrastructure and getting there. Guinea, the north was absolutely stunning, easily the most beautiful region I saw in all of West Africa, but Conakry was a different story. Heavy congestion, tense atmosphere during election time, and very difficult to film. It ended up being my least favorite city of the trip, though outside the capital, the country is incredibly beautiful. Sierra Leone, this country was an incredible surprise after all the tough long roads I was going through. Freetown was a vibe with beautiful scenery, lush rainforests, and food I genuinely loved. The cuisine here really stood out to me. Liberia, this was the toughest visa of my West Africa trip, with many checkpoints just to enter. But once inside, Liberia felt raw and authentic. I didn't see a single tourist. The country carries deep history and is known as Africa's oldest republic. It's not the easiest place to visit, but I enjoyed my time here. Ivory Coast, Abidjan completely shocked me the moment I arrived after a 2-day road trip journey. Skyscrapers everywhere, modern infrastructure, and a city that felt very different from the rest of West Africa I had experienced. It also felt very safe. They had amazing cafes and pastry shops I highly recommend visiting. Ghana, the easiest country to visit in West Africa. Amazing food, very friendly people, and a stress-free solo travel experience. Filming here also felt really easy. Everyone was warm and open to the camera. We'll do many more trips to Ghana in the future. Togo, very small country, but definitely worth visiting for a few days. The main highlight for me was the beaches. Some of the best beaches in West Africa, and they're walking distance away from the city. Benin, this was easily the most underrated country of my West Africa trip. I didn't know what to expect, but I was genuinely blown away. Impressive infrastructure, vibrant culture, the massive Amazon statue, and the longest graffiti wall in Africa. So many interesting places to explore. Benin is definitely worth visiting. Nigeria, the best for last. I absolutely loved it. Pure energy, pure vibe. The people were incredibly welcoming, outgoing, and full of personality. The food was top tier, and honestly, I need Nigerian jollof rice in my life every single day now. Overall, this was the toughest region I've ever traveled in, especially with 50-hour travel days on packed buses and the language changing from country to country, but it was also the most rewarding trip I've ever done. An experience I'll 100% never forget. Let me know your thoughts about West Africa in the comments below.